Welcome back to Project Zomboid. We're just going to pick up right where we left off before. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. Alright, we've just been looting around some. Haven't found anything useful, so I haven't bothered really sharing it. Still haven't found any fuel. But it looks like we've got a survivor house here, maybe. Everything's boarded up. I have a hatchet, though, so... That sounds like there's zombies inside. It's okay, I got a hammer. I'll just take the barricade off of here. Now, did it pick up that plank? Because I don't have the encumbrance for that. Are you alive? Nope. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh, big hiking backpack, huh? What is that, 22 and 80? And I'm wearing one already, so... Let's actually take that. We'll equip that as a secondary item. And then we'll see if we can get some of this weight off of us. Come on. Bugger. Alright, I'm going to get this taken care of. I will see you when we're ready to find something else interesting. Alright, we have had a long but pretty uneventful journey, so wandered through here, all the way up along here, all the way down along here, and then back down around to here where I am now. And the reason I stopped here is because it looks like we have found a gas station potentially. Whether it has anything in it remains to be seen, but if it does, it will be very good. We just gotta clear these few zombies out of here. Come on, dude. No, you stay down, sir. I don't have time for your shenanigans right now. Alright, cool. The trick is to just not get hit. Alright, let's go in here and warm up a little bit. Hello, I'd like to purchase some gas. Come on, give me your gas. Oh, you were all dressed up, weren't you? Fancy. Nice, we got some food in here we can grab as well. Actually, let's go ahead and... Oh, and a couple extra empty gas cans. We did find a trolley, so that will help. We might need a tire iron. Let's go ahead and just eat these now. I didn't want to venture all the way into the next town to look for gas or take a really different way home because I wasn't, with how cold it is. Yeah, I've got to stop pretty much between houses to get warm, and at night it's almost not worth it to travel at all just because it's so cold. Oh, hold on, we need to only fill one of these at a time or we'll break our back. But now we can go pick up one of those vehicles and park it down the road there and use that to move around. And then use the trolley here to move stuff back and forth between our home and the road. Might as well fill up as many as we can. Our skills are doing quite well. We got our reading to 3 so we can read books now. So that will be very useful. Alright. And I probably can't fit any of these on the trolley, can I? I've got way too much stuff in here right now. am I going to do this? Crud, I don't think I can equip that secondary and push the trolley. Oh, that is way too heavy. Yeah, we're not going to be able to. What is so heavy? I don't understand. Oh, my bag wasn't on my back. That'll do it. Oh, that's not the correct bag. And that hurt. If I equip trolley, then go equip secondary, that drops the trolley. But I can't fit it on the trolley either. Alright, I'm going to have to sort through stuff and decide what to get. I can... Actually, you know what? I'll only take one of these gas cans, because that should be enough to get one of the vehicles fueled up. And then I'll drive the vehicle over here to fill it up with the gas the rest of the way. So that'll be our plan for now. Now we'll just get warmed up, hang out in here a little bit, maybe have a snack. I'm sure we got something around here. We'll have a little bit of this. It's going to be a long trip back and it's late, so we're going to... Looks like just down the road is the van, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, here we go. I will see you when we get there. And this thing is pretty beat up. Let's just take a look here. Gas tank's beat up, tires are beat up. Maybe I should take the capacity is only 20. Oh no, it's got plenty of room here. 144. Yeah, I guess we'll take it, and then we'll see about getting another car, the trolley in there with everything in it. There we go. We'll eat a pretzel as a reward. Actually, we don't want everything in the trolley in there. We need one of those gas cans. Get some gas in here. And then we'll take it to the gas station and fill this up and the other gas cans, and then we can start parking vehicles in different areas. I've got different places I want to be able to enter and exit the housing area from. And it'll give me some options, and I'll set up little resting tents and stuff like I did before. Let's hop in here and hope it starts. And it does. Let's get that heater cranked up. Okay, cool. Alright, now let's get out to the road so we don't pop our tires. They're already pretty trashed. I will have to make sure and finish reading my driving book soon. But right now I just would like to get home. It has been many days since I have been home, it feels like. And with that, I don't know if my stuff at home is still safe, if it's been raided or not. Although now that I've got the van, I feel like I should loot more, but... Actually, you know what? That's what I need to do. I just need to pick up a better TV, I think. For now. And a stove if I can find one. Now there is another car here that's pretty nice as well. It's not in nearly as bad a condition as this, but I'm going to take this for now because this has way more storage capacity, and that's what we want to use it for. Plus we can sleep in it if we really need to. I can set up a bed inside it. Use it as kind of a little mobile home. Alright, and let's pull up here. We'll leave it running so it stays warm, and we will fill it up. Alright. Then we'll grab our gas cans and stick those in here before they break my back. Go. There we go. Now we got a full tank. So one of the other places I'd also like to do is from over here on this road, across this way, because I've got my tent set up here. And I'll could set up another tent kind of over here, as long as this isn't a river. I'm not too sure. And then I could park another car over there and use that as another way to get a different direction. But for now, I'm going to go park this and make the very long trek through the woods back home. And I will see you when we get there and we're ready to take our next step. Maybe do some work on learning to farm if we can do it in this cold or not. We'll have to find out. By the time I reached the forest, it was already quite dark, but I wasn't tired enough to sleep. So I spent the night sitting in the van with the heater on, staying warm and reading a book about driving, waiting for the morning to come, when the temperature would get warm enough that I could travel safely to the tent. Alright, we have arrived at the tent for some rest. We're starting to get pretty cold. If we go hypothermic, we start taking a lot of damage, so let's go ahead and get in our tent here. There we go. Nice and warm in here. Need to pick up some of our stash. Let's see, what do we got? See if there's anything we want to leave here. Save some food that'll last. There's some painkillers. Thread and needles. Don't really need that. Can always use it to make a fire if I need to. Let's see. Anything else we want to leave here? I did find a bunch of fishing stuff though, which is nice. So we'll be able to do some fishing, hopefully. Alright, that looks good. We are getting a little peckish, but we can solve that quickly. Have a little snack here. Alright. We have warmed up, so we're going to go ahead and get out of the tent and continue on our way home. Home sweet home. Time to just get everything unpacked and sorted out. We'll get some rest, maybe do some fishing or some gardening or something. Get this place a little bit better defended. We did get some nails, which will be useful. It's nice to be home. Alright, well, I will see you when we're ready to continue with our next step. We've got things sorted out, and I spent a little bit of time just chopping some wood. I would like to kind of start getting a fence built while we're here before we head back to town. We've got a couple boxes of nails. It won't be enough, but it'll be enough to get a start. And I think I'd like to kind of block off this area down here to the water, and then do the same on the other side and maybe put a gate in or something eventually. I really need to deal with these bodies. They are stinky. So we'll go ahead and drag this out of the way, and I will take care of them, and then we'll get started on building the frame and the wall. I think we might have enough to get a frame setup going. The planks I'm not worried about, it's more just the nails. I could do log walls, but I'm kind of at a shortage for the materials to connect those together as well. Alright, drop you here. Just gonna get some of this stuff out of the way here, because I'm gonna try and burn these zombie corpses, and I don't want it to spread, so hopefully if I clear the grass out around it. I'm not sure what the grass cutting... Oh, you can actually eat the grass cuttings. Interesting. I'll have to remember that, just in case things get a little too wild. I can eat some grass cuttings. You know, I probably don't want to leave those laying inside. We'll put them here. If they dry out, I might be able to use them in the fireplace or something. So what we need is a gas can. Definitely going to need to downsize my load as I'm going into town next time. All right, there we go. Maybe we can get rid of some of those corpses now. Just don't spread over here. Put this back. Yeah, we should be alright. Hopefully I don't burn my own house down. We'll try and be intelligent about this and grab this pot of water, just in case. I'm not too concerned about it getting over towards the river, really. Just fill this up again. I'm not really concerned about the benches and stuff either. It's a spreading though. That's okay. It'll be good practice. We just don't want it getting over to the house, really. Suppose I should have brought a bucket or waited until it was raining. It'll burn out eventually, though. We just want to keep it away from the house. There we go. Guess I should have been a firefighter. If we can get this one out. There we go. Seems like I can throw the water pretty far, which is nice. Alright, so I'm going to work on getting this fire out, and I will see you when we're ready. Alright, we finally put out the fire. Apparently the fire will just burn across the snow as well, so well, that's something we'll have to keep in mind in the future. Wasn't exactly expecting it, but it's a good thing to learn. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some stuff put away. just going to set this back over here. And grab a quick snack and then we'll get to building. Alright, so we got our trolley loaded up with planks. We got our nails on us. Just going to drop these. Let's get some clothes on actually. Forgot I took those off while I was inside. So we'll drop these grass cuttings here. And we will get building. We want to go with the frames first. Grab our trolley and bring it back over here. It's kind of nice being able to haul that trolley around with all the materials on it. Go ahead and add that to our favorites for now. Not doing too bad so far. How's our carpentry skill coming along? Getting closer to 4. Not bad. Let's grab some more planks onto our trolley here. I would like to get all the way down to the water. That way I can maybe do some fishing and be safe without getting jumped by bandits constantly. You out of materials already, buddy? Yep. Alrighty. Get some more planks. Now we got all those loaded up. Let's get some of the ones we got over here. Alright, that's what we can carry. Alright, so we got 16. This won't stop anyone really, but at least I'll have the framing out for it. Nice, looking pretty good so far. Now I would build some water collection barrels, but I'm not too concerned about water because I can pick it up in the pot down from the river down here, and then I can boil it on the wood stove to clean it. So we have a fairly reliable source of water. We've got plenty of fuel for our stove, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. It looks like we might have some people coming to try and take my loot. Whether they make it over to this side of the river or not is another story. Sometimes they make it over here, sometimes they don't. I think it just depends on whether they see me or not. Alright, let's get, can we build one more out into the river? Just to make sure they don't go around. There we go. Very nice. Alright, then I think this next one I'll start from this side over here. And then we'll just wrap it around. I'm not sure what skill level I'm going to need to put a gate in, though. Well, it's not too cold out right now. Maybe because I'm bundled up so well. Let's see, how many more planks we got here? 14. Actually, I need to take one of those other walls down and maybe put a door in. It wouldn't be any good if I couldn't get through. We've got things mildly organized right now. Let's grab our wood saw. We want to disassemble this. There we go. Now, let's see what else we got. Oh, an advanced one even. That's even better. I was hoping to have my skill up enough to make decent walls. There we go. Okay, now I can see it. I was kind of worried. So we can make a log door. Oh, we would need to make a log door frame though. So let's see what do we got for normal. That's an interior door. Oh, I see the exterior doors just have windows. I don't need brown, I just need a normal door. There we go, that's probably what it wants me to use. So I just need 2 hinges and a knob, which I believe I've gathered. Door hinge, we want 2 of those, and a knob. We'll have to collect some more for gates and stuff later, but that's alright. I just figured I'd get this built while I can. There we go. We'll definitely have to replace that door later. It's pretty nasty, but I think we'll be okay. Last couple of these frames built. I can build 3 of them. I do like this build queuing mod as well. I can just kind of queue up as many things as I want to build and let them go. Alright, there we go. And that's all the planks we've got for now. Let's get inside. Lock our door. Don't want anyone coming in uninvited. Let's drop our trolley here. How are we doing for nails? We still got 3. Okay, we didn't even go through an entire box yet. That is excellent. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my trolley here and put my building stuff on it. Those boxes of nails are fairly heavy. What time is it? 7:40. Oh yeah, it's also gone far enough that we no longer have TV. So fortunately we managed to learn to read first, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, we want our saw. We need to get some water. That's alright. Now we'll just fill up off of one of these bottles for now. So we just go to transfer liquid, stick our canteen there, pour the water over. I think we had one more water bottle. Yeah. So we just drag that one. Oh no, it won't let us. So we will transfer that as well into here. There we go. Get that full up. Let's check our pot as well. Can't tell if that's full or not. Yes, it is full. Okay. So we will go ahead and light this. Use some dirty denim strips and some matches. Stuff that's not really useful to us at the moment. There we go. And now this water will boil for us. Let's pick up our hatchet here. Oh, that's pretty beat up. Okay, we're going to need to put a new handle in that soon. That's alright. So let's go ahead and have a little rest here. Eat some tomato soup. Let's sharpen the hatchet blade. And we'll grab a handle. I might get a couple swings out of this one. I suppose I'll just go break a couple trees and get this handle replaced after that. I won't skip that just for anyone that actually wants to see how that process works. So we've used the whetstone to sharpen the blade. But as you can see, our handle's pretty much broken. So fortunately, I have crafted some new ones just for this case. So we'll just grab one. This one takes a medium handle, I believe. And then we also need a hammer. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just do that now. There we go. Do I just select that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm just being stupid. I got to get used to this whole UI they have on this mod that I downloaded. Makes the crafting a lot easier, but I've still got to learn how to use it properly. Alright, so we have taken that apart. And now we've got our handle that we crafted. They've only got medium condition because I'm not super great at crafting them yet, but then we do this, and we hammer this new handle into our hatchet, and it will work like new until the blade wears out completely, and then it's useless, but we'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead and get that in there, and the hammer, and then we also want our rope. We need 2 of those. That'll let us tie logs together. It'll make it easier to carry them around. I'll get rid of this tree over here. First, it blocks my line of sight. And unfortunately, these hatchets break fairly quickly, so not so good, but it's better than nothing. I think I've still got 1 or 2 more hatchets, though, so we'll be okay for now. It's definitely something we'll have to keep an eye open for when we go back into town. Let's just drop these logs here. No point in carrying them around. See how many of these you can get before this breaks. It's about to go. Alright, what broke? The hatchet head. Go figure. Alright, well, we got 3 logs off that one. Let's go see if we got any more hatchets in here. Let's lock this. Never want anybody sneaking in behind us. Oh, that's right, we left this on. So that is now full of clean water. So let's go ahead and put out the fire for now. And then we will use our broken... Oh, no, that's right. Our handle was... Oh, yeah, there it is. Use that broken handle for firewood. And let's see what else we've got. I know we've got more somewhere. One more. There we go. Scroll down here. There we go. Oh, that one's pretty much brand new. Very nice. That should get us some proper wood. We're just warm and damp. That's fine. Let's get back over here and get back to chopping these logs. Alright, we have chopped down our logs. Now we're just going to bundle them up here with our rope, and that'll make them easier to carry. And then we're probably going to have to rest, because we wore ourselves out pretty well. So I'm going to get all these hauled inside, and then we'll get them chopped up and ready to build some more. Alright, well, we got our last wall frame laid down just before our last hatchet broke, so we've almost got the wall frame completed. I need one more hinge to do the gate as well. I took apart the doors inside and the outhouse door to see if I could get the hinges, but I ended up one short, so we're going to have to make a trip back to town to get some actual axes instead of hatchets, since they'll last a bit longer. Try and find some more nails if possible, and we'll have to collect some hinges and stuff like that to use for gates. So we've got pretty much everything sorted here. It's getting towards night, but I think I might head back towards the van, and I'll just bring gas with me and just take it to that car straight away and fill that up, and that way we can use that, and there won't be as much running around in the freezing cold. So I'm going to go ahead and get that taken care of, and I will see you when we're ready to continue. Alright, so we're all sorted and ready to go. We're going to need to head into town here soon, I think, just to pick up more supplies. We're starting to run kind of low on food, and I haven't started working on fishing yet. I'd like to find the skill book for it first, if possible. So I think I'm going to bring... Oh, I did build a couple of these small crates also that I can use for storage with some of the planks. There's one in here and then one out in the living room area, just for a bit of extra storage. Those boxes were getting empty. These don't hold as much as the larger crates, but they're not as ugly either, so I'm going to be vain about it. Alright, so we got our trolley. We want our tent kit, because we want to set that up on the way back in a different spot. Would be part of my plan. Let's see if there are any books we want to take with us to read while we're out. Never hurts to have one. I think I left my driving book around here somewhere. There it is. We'll bring that. Those have a bit of hearing impairment, but they are pretty warm. What do those weigh? 0.3. Oh, we'll stick them in the backpack. And I could switch to heavy socks, I suppose. Just trying to find a way to last a bit longer out in the cold, because it tends to get cold very, very fast. We've got some food. A couple pieces of food, but we can stop at the tent and eat if we need to, and we're going to eat on the way out as well. I haven't been attacked by bandits recently, which is kind of disappointing, because they kept bringing... Their bags would usually have a couple cans of food in them, so it was kind of nice they were bringing me food, but unfortunately that is not apparently going to be a steady source of calories, so we're going to have to work something else out. Let's go ahead and eat this corn. I'd like to save the evaporated milk for later, because it's a lot of calories. You know, kind of an emergency sort of thing. Have our milk here. It is almost 4 o'clock. Shouldn't be a problem. We'll make it to the tent in time. Need to be able to lock that door also. Okay. Let's get a move on before we get cold. Okay, so we've got our gas. We've got our tent. We should be okay.